my name is Alex, so welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about all the things that I do to help detoxify my body on a daily basis. If you are new here, I was diagnosed with a disorder called primary ovarian insufficiency about 2 years ago, and this disorder affects the function of my ovaries and just my hormone levels in general. When I was given a few options by conventional medicine to heal my body, I turned to alternative routes, including acupuncture, just living a more holistic and clean lifestyle, and also found functional medicine. During my whole journey, I realized that I had had past toxin and mold exposures in my life. I lived in New York City for 4 years, and during that I went through several rounds of bed bug fumigation because I unfortunately moved into a building that had a problem with bed bugs without knowing it. So now I work with a functional medicine doctor who treats root causes of problems, and part of our protocol for me is to support my body's detox pathways with these different techniques. Please know that before we get started, this is not medical advice. I am not a doctor, and if you want to make any diet or lifestyle changes or start taking any supplements, you really need to talk to your doctor. Make sure any changes you want to make are right for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing that I do to detoxify is use an infrared sauna. Now right now I only do this once per week. You really should do it 3 or more times per week, but right now having my own infrared sauna is just not in the budget, but it is amazing. You sweat out so many toxins in the sauna, and there are lots of studies about this. I will try to link some resources in the description. They have found massive benefits for cardiac health. There's also a doctor in Canada who measures the heavy metals and toxins of people's urine, and then he also measures the toxins that they sweat out in the sauna. Has found toxins coming out in the sweat that were not coming out in the urine. In other words, the body had sequestered away these toxins trying to protect itself, and the sauna was able to remove these toxins that the body was otherwise not able to eliminate. Sauna is hugely helpful. Again, I will link these studies in the description so you can check it out for yourself. Eventually I hope to get my own, and I will be doing it almost every day if I can. The second thing that I do to help detoxify my body is to take a detox cocktail every day. I read the book called Detoxify or Die by Dr. Sherry Rogers, and this is basically her formula. There's also a podcast called The Doctor's Pharmacy with Dr. Mark Hyman, and he interviews Dr. Joseph Pizzorno. I will link that podcast episode in the description. It's really good. He talks about infrared saunas, but he also talks about the different treatment options that he does to help detoxify his own patients. My detox cocktail consists of a big glass of water with liposomal vitamin C, glutathione, molybdenum, and alpha lipoic acid, and I take that every day. I have all of the benefits of all of these things written here, so I'll just go ahead and read them to you. So liposomal vitamin C is a form of vitamin C that is encapsulated in liposomes or fats, allowing for better absorption and delivery to cells. It's a potent antioxidant that helps neutralize harmful free radicals, which can contribute to oxidative stress and cellular damage. Glutathione is considered one of the most important antioxidants in the body. We actually produce glutathione. Glutathione plays a crucial role in detoxifying harmful substances. It helps to neutralize free radicals and support the liver's detoxification pathways. Molybdenum is a trace mineral that is a cofactor for several enzymes involved in detoxification. It helps break down certain toxins and support the proper functioning of the liver. Alpha lipoic acid is a potent antioxidant that can regenerate other antioxidants, including vitamin C and E. So essentially these 4 ingredients work synergistically to just support the body's existing detoxification pathway. The next thing that I did to detoxify my body and my lifestyle was to clean out all of my bath and beauty products and household cleaning products. Right when I was diagnosed with this disorder, I found a lot of information about how different toxic ingredients in personal care products and household cleaning products can actually mess with our hormones and can actually accumulate in our bodies. And so one of the first things that I did was clean out all of that stuff. I use EWG Skin Deep database and the Think Dirty app, and these 2 databases, they compile all of the studies done on different ingredients in household and personal care products, and they have it right there for you under each product that you look up. Not all products are there. They're databases that are constantly growing. I also am a girl's girl. I like to have my skincare and I like to have my products, and I'm not just unfortunately someone who's just gonna use like beef tallow on my face and that's it for the rest of my life. I mean, I like beef tallow, but it makes me break out, and so, you know, I like to have my anti-acne, like, nice skincare, and I also use beef tallow like on my hands sometimes, and it's great, but I don't put it on my face because I don't want to have more acne. So anyway, if you are like me and you still want to have the nice products, want to have like the cute packaging and all of that, then use those resources. They're so helpful. And also, just while we're on this point, I had to cut out perfumes. There are two brands that I know of that are not endocrine disrupting. One is Henry Rose and one is Abbott. They work together with EWG. They are EWG certified, and they do not put any endocrine disrupting chemicals in their fragrances. Fragrances are some of the worst offenders when it comes to hormones and toxins in our body. They contain cancer-causing ingredients like phthalates and just a bunch of really nasty things that you do not want to be putting on your body every day. So if you're wanting to detoxify your lifestyle, you're really going to need to take a look at the fragrance that you're using on your body. And I'm talking everything has fragrance in it, so you really have to be very vigilant about it. The fourth thing that I did to help detoxify my body was getting rid of toxic cookware. So you don't want to be using anything plastic or nylon or anything with non-stick coating, except for the brands Caraway and Our Place. They use a non-toxic PFAS and PFOAS free ceramic coating, and those are okay. I use the Our Place Always pan and try to use wood utensils. Silicone is like not really good. I mean, it can't withstand very high temperatures, so I would steer clear of silicone if you can. I just use cast iron, stainless steel, and the Always pan, and ceramic coated things like Le Creuset. I also like to steer clear of cooking with aluminum foil or cooking with parchment paper. Parchment paper is usually lined with silicone, and silicone above a certain degree, it's like not even very high, it's 300 and something, it starts to release toxic ingredients that leach into your food. So I try not to cook with either of those things. Glass, cast iron, stainless steel, ceramic coating, wood utensils, just that's a huge way that we are consuming and contributing to our toxic load. So the fifth thing that I did, and this one is going to be really cliche, but it is really important, was to reduce stress. Reducing stress was huge for me. I had the worst mental health crisis of my life 1 year before I was diagnosed with primary ovarian insufficiency. I was having recurrent panic attacks for about 2 months. They were some of the worst 2 months of my life. I didn't think that I was going to survive it, and it was all a culmination from going back and finishing my degree. The last 2 years of school, I felt a lot of pressure, and I was taking so many classes, I had so much work that I couldn't do any physical exercise, and so I was just sitting down studying all day, and it literally drove me crazy. This whole mental health crisis made it painfully obvious that I did not know how to handle stress. I started seeing a therapist, and I love therapy. I believe in therapy, and my therapist is the only reason why I survived this part of my life. And she gave me some tools to pull myself out of the recurrent panic attacks and to begin to live a normal life again. And I started to meditate, and I also later on found ASMR. Meditation is really amazing. It doesn't work for everyone. I've tried meditation, breath work, and ASMR. I know ASMR is not usually mentioned in the same breath as meditation and breath work, but I swear it has this profound effect on your brain to get you to calm down in an instant. So that was a huge tool for me, and I'm going to pop up some of my favorite ASMR artists on YouTube and link them so that you guys can check it out and see if it's for you. ASMR is not for everyone. ASMR seems really weird at first, but I promise you it has like this amazing profound effect on your brain. This has really changed my brain chemistry. So has meditation, and so had breath work. Also just finding some kind of a spiritual connection of some kind, whatever that may be. Honestly, whatever you believe, whatever, just getting some kind of a spiritual connection can be super, super helpful as well, because stress has such a profoundly negative effect on our bodies. When I tell you the kinds of symptoms I was experiencing with my panic attacks. Another thing that I like to do to reduce stress is to get out in nature. I have mentioned this before in my channel, but I love surfing. I love going to the beach. I love being in the water, laying in the sand, walking bare feet in the sand. Just connecting with nature has such a profound effect on cortisol levels, hormone balance, and just mental, emotional detoxification, which is overlooked a lot, and it is super important. And they're just as important as all of the other physical detoxification tips. So that is it for my detoxification tips, guys. I hope that you found these interesting. Let me know if you have any detoxification tips in the comments. I would love to talk with you guys about that. I do respond to comments, so if you want to start a conversation, watching, please do go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I do lots of these kinds of videos, and I also share all about my health journey and my day-to-day life in my vlogs. If you haven't seen those, make sure you go ahead and check them out. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks guys, bye.